get the training, acting workshops, acting on stage, in your classes, wherever. We're in Los Angeles, folks, and if you don't live in LA, you may want to consider moving here. This is a land of opportunity. This is where the acting workshops happen. This is where the theater work is. This is where radio work is. This is where commercial voiceover, video game voiceover, audio books, animated projects, you know, such as Disney, Pixar, DreamWorks, all that stuff. This is where it is. This is why I moved here from Dallas. And I turned my life upside down to do it. I didn't want to leave Texas. I was happy there. But I honestly love LA. I really do love it. But I came here because this is where the work is. I came here because I knew I had to take those steps. It doesn't come fast. It doesn't come easy. It doesn't come cheap. You're not going to be a voice actor overnight or in 6 months or even a year. It can take 5 years. It may even take 10 years. You really got to start networking, getting with other people in the business, maybe having them critique your demo, because you need a solid demo. That is your selling point to get an agent, to get work, to get directors to pay attention to you. Shaking their hands and meeting them is only the first step. You got to start networking. So, but voice actors don't really have power unless they happen to direct. So it's not like I can say, oh, I met you at Anime Expo. I'm going to get you in at Bang Zoom. It doesn't really work like that. So don't misunderstand. But networking is a huge, huge part of it. But remember, while I do implore, and everyone says that luck is such a huge part of this game, you really do need that talent and the honed skills as an actor, because if someone opens that door for you, that door will shut fast if you're not ready for it. Can you imagine getting a call from Funimation or Viz or Bandai, and you're all excited, and you go in and you're like nervous and you blow it because you don't know what you're doing? If you're trained as an actor and you're trained to present yourself professionally, you're going to make a good impression on that director. You're going to do the best you can with the audition. Divorce yourself from it. Don't think about it. Move on. Think about the next audition and take steps. I'm sorry to have gone on and on, but these are key points.
Actually, what you need to do is you need to have a black hole in your head. Every time you audition, that audition goes into the black hole. The ones that disappear into that black hole are the ones that we usually get called on. And you're like, what project? So many times I've actually been like, they're like, oh, you booked the role. And you're like, what was the audition again? Oh, yeah, I remember that one. Those are the ones that are key. So if anything, you got to see this as a business, I'd like to say, yeah.
And another thing about that is when you audition for a role and you don't get it, it's not maybe necessarily because you're not good. It's because you weren't right for the part. I auditioned for a part I wasn't right for, but they liked my voice so much they auditioned me for something else, and I got that role. This mangaminutes.com with Miley here. And so if you get turned down, it's not personal. They might call you back in a couple of months.
Thank you, Jonathan, for saying my name wrong on the internet and everything. Thank you.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Miley. Did I say Miley? I'm nervous, man. Come on.
Don't be nervous. They're all your friends. Right? Thank you, Jonathan. That was cool. Once again, it's Miley. Yeah, it's spelled like Miley, but it's Miley.
I can get your last name right.
Okay. Alrighty. Does anybody have a question, actually, for Kyle? I know somebody had a hand. Yes. What was your most memorable role or moment as being Kiba?
Most memorable moment. I have to keep it clean, unfortunately, but no, it's just a moment. It's a moment in the script. I'll tell you guys later off camera. No, it's just a moment in a script, in a scene, where the dialogue had kind of a double entendre meaning, and there was no sexual overtones to what was happening in the story, but the dialogue just was wrong, and we laughed the minute we queued it up and laughed and looked at the script. And Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, who is the director, and plays Kerr and I on the show, her only direction for me was, good luck.
What is the best direction, maybe, or the funniest that you got while in the booth? Because we've all been there, where you get the weirdest directions. What was yours?
My favorite comes from Tony Oliver, who directed me on Gurren Lagann when I played Kamina, and he said, intense, but not shouting. If you guys have watched it in Japanese, Kamina, the whole time. they specifically, and the Japanese, Aniplex in Bandai said, don't do that. For the American version, we want to make it more subtle. We want a more emotional arc to him. So, youngify the voice, make him younger, because he is 17, not 40, and do that whole intensity, because he's selling things to Simone and on the other characters, and he believes it, and he's always doing these speeches, right? He's always trying to rouse the crowd and do this sort of thing, and Tony would say, all right, that's great, but it's too shouty. We want intense, but not shouty.
Intense, but not shouty. You have a question? If you understood that question, I can't hear because it's so loud in here. If you could repeat it.
All right, the most emotional scene that one of my characters have done, again, during Logon, I'm not going to get into spoiler territory, but tugs at your heartstrings. You got to watch the show, guys, if you haven't seen it. Seriously.
How many of you guys have seen it? Girl, log on. Yeah, a lot. Got it. We can't hear you. Make noise! Alrighty. Any other questions for Kyle? Wait, one. Come on up.
What is it like being part of Street Fighter Revival? Well, again, it was another pinch me, I'm dreaming moment. I did the audition, and at the time, they say, non-disclosure agreement, don't talk about it, we can't talk about it, do not talk about Fight Club, blah, 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 blah. And I go, okay, fine, I get it, I can't talk about it. And then I look at the audition, and I go, oh my God! Am I really trying out? They're like, don't talk about it. Like, all right.
And you're like, we're in the booth, though, and I can't talk about it?
Yeah, can't talk about it. It's like, we know you, Kyle. You're a whore. You promote everything all the time. Shush you. I'm like, okay, I promise.
I like to think that you're just savvy with technology, yeah?
I am. I love my iPhone. It is an extension of me. I Twitter, as you guys saw a few minutes ago when I took the picture on stage. That's up on Twitter. I Twittered for people to check this out on voicedlive.com, so hopefully the Twitter, Facebook audience are here in the chat room at Voice It Live and going, my God, I wish I was at the Crunchyroll stage at Expo, checking this out live.
Well, you know what? I think we have to wrap up the show. But first of all, thank you to Crunchyroll. You guys loving Crunchyroll? Yeah, give away free swag. Just want to let you know that they are providing a lot for us, including the stage and also the internet. We are
Voice It Live. Check us out on voiceitlive.com.
And you're not going to say your name?
Jonathan Kuhn.
John is only allowed to say his name from now on. I am Nile Yamamoto. Yeah, so, I have a fan, apparently. Okay, just so you guys know, we're going to be here tomorrow. We have a firm appointment at 4 p.m. with, drumroll, thank you, Crispin Freeman is going to be on our stage. Yeah, so I don't know how I finagled that, but apparently I did. So he's going to be here at 4 p.m. And are you going to stick around to chat with these people, Kyle?
Again, I'm a whore.
Alrighty. Well, you're going to be sticking around, and so make sure you guys stick around. Just so you guys know, Jonathan and I are doing a show called Manga Minutes for Bang Zoom Entertainment and Stars Entertainment. Be sure to check that out at manga.com. And if you want to put anything right now for a couple seconds here, Kyle, I know you're doing a lot.
3, 2, 1. I have a podcast dedicated to all the geeky news you can use. TheBigFalseBroadcast.com. Check it out.
All right, once again, thank you. It was Voice It Live. Bye.
Guys, thank you. See you later, guys.
See you tomorrow.